This is Steven's story once again with tips on trading. I want to talk with a certain segment of the trading market today. You people out there who have been where I was once, and that is you're getting inconsistent types of results. Your trading strategies were working and now they're not. The market has changed, and so something's going wrong and it's just not working for you anymore, or it's just not at the point where you're getting enough consistency to be profitable. Let's talk to you today, okay? You're not the novice. You've been trained. You've been working your heart out, sweating through this market, trying to figure out how to educate yourselves, or maybe you've been through some people's products, but it's just not coming together for you. All right, I've been there, done that. This is what you need to pay attention to, all right? The problem you're facing is that you are a lopsided trader. As long as you remain lopsided, you're going to keep getting inconsistent results, or you're going to be booming and busting back and forth. The boomers and busters are lopsided traders because they have one strategy they have figured out, or they've learned from one mentor who was also a lopsided trader, and that mentor only taught them how to work with a trending market that was easy to read, but they didn't teach them how to tell how to work with a sideways market, a choppy market. They didn't teach them how to work with a deceptional market. They didn't teach them how to identify when those markets are about to come, so they could avoid them. Essentially, they're lopsided into one type of strategy that was making money for a while, but then they reached an evolution in the market that changed all the conditions and the circumstances, and now it's kicking your butt, okay? If you don't want that to happen, you have got to get educated in more options, okay? You don't want to be lopsided. In football, you got an option play. If it doesn't work on this side, he can have an option to play it the other direction. That's what you need now. When the market changes, you need a new strategy that fits the conditions for that market. Well, let me tell you what I do. I finally had to learn to get out of just the trending market. Most people start learning first about how to trade in a trending market. But understand, the market is trending only about 30% of the time. What are you going to do with the other 70% of the market? You got to have strategies to work with. So I learned a carry trade. I learned how to make great interest with the market, and if I want to be more profitable with that, then all I have to do is do some cash grabbing. If I want to be even more profitable with that, then I learn how to watch my negative trade on that carry trade recede back and increase my net profit gain on that. If I want to take a BBR trade, then I can do that when the market conditions are just right for it, and I take the highest probability segment in the market on that particular trade. It's not very long necessarily, but it's a BBR and they're the best trades in the market. If I want to evolve that a little bit further, when the market conditions are going sideways and I can pick out my Elliott wave strategies right, then I mix in a little bruise strategy. What I'm telling you is, you've got to become a well-rounded trader, a balanced trader, not a lopsided trader. If you don't have the right education to be balanced, well-rounded, and not lopsided, you got to get educated. How do you do that? The same way I had to do it. When I was an imbalanced, lopsided trader, I finally had to realize, if I'm going to get education on this, I've got to find the people that can teach me what they know. I got to get mentors. They're out there, you just got to find them. I had to go through lots of different mentors before I could learn the education I got, before I could become a balanced trader. Okay, now, we've talked about the need to get a mentor or find someone out there who knows how to trade a strategy in that part of the market that you do not know. The problem you're going to face is this, and I interact with traders all the time, and they always are afraid of paying the price of a mentor who might teach them half of what they already know. Well, how do you know what he knows and what he doesn't know? You don't. But you don't know that, and the only way you can figure that out is by taking the courses or taking the lesson that mentor can teach you. You've got to find out what that mentor knows that you don't know. You can learn that he is successful in that type of a market that you are not. Now that's a key. You want to be able to explore that with him enough to feel confident that he's worth paying his price to, okay? Now, if you're going to worry about whether or not you're going to get your money's worth because maybe that mentor is going to teach you some things you already know that are mingled among his knowledge and his experience, if you're going to focus so much on that, you're probably going to say to yourself, well, I'll just keep trying to do this on my own and try to figure it out on my own. I'm telling you, I finally had to bite the bullet myself. In fact, here's an example. The last mentor that I paid an advanced level program for, by the time I got to his program and finished it up, I realized that I already knew 90% of what he was teaching. But the 10% that I didn't know addressed exactly the problem I needed to solve. And the rest of the 90% that I already knew, there were also some new perspectives that I saw them in that also benefited me, even though I had been trained prior to that time in a lot of those areas. The new perspective and the new knowledge in that segment of the market I had not previously understood how to trade made all the difference. If you have a focus on how much more money you're going to make, and but even more important than that, how much you're going to stop losing when you get to that segment of the market that's kicking your tail right now, the 10% is worth every dime of what you're going to pay that mentor and much more. Stop worrying about what they know that you already know and focus on what they know that you don't know. Get yourself a mentor. Find the people who know those things. That's what I had to do, and it made all the difference. Now, I can consider myself a rather balanced, well-rounded trader. There are very few times in the market that I feel like I cannot trade some strategy that will be effective. And those very few times when I do find a part of the market that I'm confused in, and it happens, I don't trade. That's Tips on Trading, and this is Steven's story.